I want to take a few minutes and explain to you my new policy on your makeup work. When you miss an assignment or a quiz, I have forms that you must fill out, but I also have rules and guidelines in which you must comply in order to be able to make up this work and get credit for it. This tab is found at the top of your Google Classroom. It's called Makeup Work. The first form I want to show you is the quiz form. So if you click on the quiz form, here are the guidelines. Missed quiz form. The only way in which you will be able to schedule a makeup quiz date and time when a quiz is missed is if I receive the following form within 2 days of the missed quiz. If you wait a week or 3 days, it's too late. I will not schedule a makeup time for you. You must contact me by using this form within no more than 2 days. I have some other rules and guidelines that you must also follow to be able to schedule a makeup date and time for your quiz. Number 1, you will only be allowed to use this form 3 times in each 9 weeks quarter. So if you miss more than 3 quizzes, you only get to make up 3 of them. You must fill out the form completely no more than 2 days after the missed quiz. Now, I had a couple of students who contacted me the day before a quiz this week due to ball games. Of course, if you can make these appointments with me in advance, that would be much better than waiting until after the fact. But if something happens and you're not able to be at school the day of a quiz, or you're not able to log into the Google Classroom if you're a virtual student on the day of the quiz, it is your responsibility to contact me after the fact within 2 days to set up your makeup quiz time. Number 3, you must use correct spelling, capitalization, punctuation, and proper grammar. Number 4, here's the positive. If none of the forms are used at the end of the 9 weeks quarter, you will be able to receive an additional 5 points for each form. In other words, you cash in all 3 forms for 5 points each. That's a total of 15 points. I will add those 15 points to your quiz grade somewhere within the grade book. However, you will have to use none of the forms in order to receive these points. It's either all in or all out. If you have to use one form, you will not get cash-in credit for the other 2. It has to be all 3. If a form is not filled out, I will not schedule an appointment for you to make up the quiz. This is what the form looks like. You will need to type your last name with proper capitalization, type your first name with proper capitalization, type your email address so I can send you the makeup date and time, select which class period you're actually in to make up this quiz, and then type the complete name of the missed quiz and type the due date of that quiz. Then you will have to type a brief reason as to why you missed or why you will miss the quiz, and then click Submit. Okay, that is your missed quiz form. Now let's take a look at the makeup work form. When you miss an assignment, the only way that I will accept any late work is by receiving this following form. This is very similar to the quiz makeup form. Number 1, you will only be allowed to use this 3 times in the 9 weeks quarter. You must fill out the form completely. You must use correct spelling, capitalization, punctuation, and proper grammar. I suggest that you use only 1 in each 3 weeks time period, because one form, or this is a rolling weeks 1 through 3. Once we get into week 4, we will not backtrack into weeks 1 through 3. So the focus when we get to weeks 4, 5, and 6 will only be those 3 weeks. And then weeks 7 through 9. So you cannot get into week 6 or 5 and say, oh yes, I need to make up some work from week 2 or 3. It's weeks 1 through 3, 4 through 6, and 7 through 9. And I have the same policy. If none of the forms are used by the end of the 9 weeks quarter, you may cash each one of those forms in for 5 points each, total of 15 points added to your classwork grade somewhere. However, again, you have to save all 3 forms in order to get the points. You cannot cash in 2 forms. It has to be all 3. Number 6, if a form is not filled out, I will not grade and award credit for a missed assignment. And here's what this form looks like. You will type your last name with proper capitalization, type your first name with proper capitalization, select your class period that you need me to go into and check that work, and then type the name of the assignment, the complete name of the assignment. Type the actual due date, type the date that you have now submitted the work, and then type a brief reason in a complete sentence as to why the assignment is late, and then hit submit. Okay, so this is how you will make up your missed work for each of the 3 weeks periods in the 9 weeks. And it is also how you will schedule an appointment within 2 days of missing a quiz. Let me know if you have any questions.